When I think of personality, a few people spring to mind. Amelia Clark, Chris Pratt, PewDiePie, the list goes on. But the things that make them truly stand out to me aren't unique or unknown traits. Their personalities can be boiled down into an algorithm, into a pattern that everyone on the planet in some way falls into. Personality is defined as the combination of characteristics or qualities that form an individual's distinctive character. Over the course of the Zelda series, we've slowly seen the hero chosen by the gods develop more as a character. While the original intention was for Link to be a blank slate, a vessel for the player to immerse their own ideals into, the Hylian hero's personality, or lack thereof, has been something debated for quite some time. Even though Nintendo has gone on record to say that Link is a blank slate character, the progression of the series has seen him develop more and more in small, minute ways. But is that enough to give Link a personality? When looking at what character traits Link possesses, we should consider that most of the unique things we see about Link are reactionary. Wind Waker's Toon Link is one of the more common examples brought up when talking about his personality. For instance, take this scene from Wind Waker, where Tetra and her crew are trying to figure out a way into the Forbidden Fortress. Ultimately, they decide that launching Link into the stronghold is the best course of action, and it plays out in this comedic countdown with Link progressively realizing that he's done fucked up. But are those unique to Link? Place yourself in his position. Forcibly detained into a barrel and launched from a ship into a heavily fortified enemy encampment where your ancestral nemesis resides? You'd probably be a little peeved too. This scene shows that what could be perceived as a personality trait is really a tool to help the player relate and impose their own feelings back onto Link. This isn't a Wind Waker specific trope though. In many Zelda games, we see Link as a reactionary character, be it in Breath of the Wild when he finishes cooking something, or in Skyward Sword when he freaks out that Zelda pushes him off the side of Skyloft. These are all still reactionary examples that most people can relate to because they are universal feelings. There has to be something a bit more concrete to define Link's personality. Could it be because Link is a silent protagonist that he doesn't exude personality? Numerous times we've seen Link quote-unquote talk to other characters in order to relay information, but these have always been to get other characters up to speed with the events that have transpired during the game. Not really anything we can garner from that either. Where we do see his personality break through is usually within the story itself. Link has traditionally been depicted as someone who likes to sleep in, someone who is very caring, and someone who steps up to take on the mantle of hero in order to save Hyrule. This is backed up through his mannerisms. Even the small, forgettable things Link does flesh out his personality. From how he holds the cats and dogs in Twilight Princess, to how obvious his feelings are shown for Zelda in Skyward Sword, these all help contribute to his personality. I think Breath of the Wild does the best job of showing this to the player. In Breath of the Wild, we get to see the first real recognition and explanation of Link's muteness. In Zelda's Diary, there are a few entries that speak volumes to Link's personality. I'm unsure how to put today's events into words. Words so often evade me lately, and now more than ever. He saved me, without a thought for his own life. He protected me from the ruthless blades of the Yiga clan. Though I've been cold to him all this time, taking my selfish and childish anger out on him at every turn, still, he was there for me. I won't ever forget that. Tomorrow I shall apologize for all that has transpired between us, and then I will try to talk to him. To Link. It's worth a shot. Bit by bit, I've gotten Link to open up to me. It turns out he's quite a glutton. He can't resist a delicious meal. When I finally got around to asking why he's so quiet all the time, I could tell it was difficult for him to say. But he did. With so much at stake and so many eyes upon him, he feels it's necessary to stay strong and to silently bear any burden. A feeling I know all too well. For him, it has caused him to stop outwardly expressing his thoughts and feelings. I always believed him to be simply a gifted person who had never faced a day of hardship. How wrong I was. Everyone has struggles that go unseen by the world. I was so absorbed with my own problems I failed to see his. I wish to talk with him more and to see what lies beneath those calm waters, to hear him speak freely and openly, and perhaps too I will be able to bare my soul to him and share the demons that have plagued me all these years. Link's personality is that of a soldier. He silently bears his weight and does the job that is tasked of him. If you were to categorize him into one of the 16 personality types, I believe he would fall into the Defender category. Defender personalities are the ISFJ archetype, and often are synonymous with nurses or charity workers. Defenders don't like to sit idly by while there remains work to do. While Defender personalities have many strengths that relate to Link, like loyalty and tenacity, it's in their weaknesses that we see the biggest definition of his personality. Defenders tend to repress their feelings and overload themselves. We've seen firsthand through Zelda's Diary that Link represses his feelings to keep the people of Hyrule calm. If Link were to show his fear and insecurities, it would cause panic, so he did what he felt was best and silently placed the weight of being the Hylian champion on his shoulders. As for overloading himself, it should be pretty obvious that being the princess's personal guard and the Hylian champion will come with quite the workload. All of Hyrule depends upon Link to be the saving grace, and especially so after he is awakened again. He is truly alone this time with none of the champions to aid him. But the interesting thing of note here is that this was Link's personality before the Great Calamity. How he is now that he has awoken and regained his memories could be a stark contrast to his former self. I guess that's something we'll just have to wait on the sequel to reveal further. Overall, Link is still primarily meant to be the blank slate for you to see yourself through, but to say that he doesn't have a personality wouldn't be accurate either. After all, isn't having little to no personality kind of a personality to begin with? Hey, thanks so much for watching my subpar shitty content. If you like this kind of content and would like to see more Zelda content from me, make sure that you subscribe and follow me on my socials for all the latest. Like this video only if you liked it, dislike it if you disliked it, and as always, thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.